everyone, it's Jen. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today I have some projects for Scrap Diva Designs. I made these projects with some of the dies and stamps from the May release. So I will link everything I use down below in the description box. My referral link is there as well. If you place an order through that link at scrapdivadesigns.com, I get a commission from the sale, which helps me and my channel out. So I appreciate it when you guys use that. And don't forget, you can always use my coupon code at checkout as well. That's strawberry cream, and that'll save you 10%. All right, so I made a couple of really cute projects, I think. So let me show you what I used. And the first set I used is this new sentiment set, which is called Sewing Words. And I love it because the shadow is stitched, of course. The sentiment is script, and it's a beautiful font. Makes it really easy to die cut because, you know, pretty much everything is in one piece. This one says buttons and bobbins. That's the one I used. There's also Happiness is Handmade. It comes with sewing, So Sweet, SEW, scissors with the little scissor graphic at the end, fabric, and So Crafty. So these would be great to organize things in your craft room or to make projects, to give to crafty friends, that kind of thing. So that was the main focus of this project. I also used this one, which I've used plenty of times this month already, and this is called the Shabby Chic Memory Decks. I've got little circles all over here still, but anyway, I use this to use a couple of the sewing tools. I use the small bobbin, the scissors. I'll show you all that. And then this is an older die set. This one is called the A2 Gift Box. I used that. And the reason I use this, I was inspired by another one of Erica's design team members, Wendy, who is Glued with Love. Hi, Wendy. I don't know if you watch my channel, but you made something similar to this. So I just wanted to say that up front, that I did not come up with the idea to put this on the front of a box, but I made mine, you know, just different. So actually, I think Wendy used a different card front or a different box, but it looks similar. So I just want to make sure, you know, I didn't come up with this exactly. So I made a box, and this is what it looks like. And I just love the blues that I used. As you know, if you've been following my channel, I've just been into blues lately for whatever reason. I never have been before. I guess because blues and whites and bows and things have been like trending, so I just jumped on the bandwagon, I guess. So anyway, I made this little gift box of just sewing notions. So buttons and bobbins I used for the, you know, just for the title kind of the box and to give a hint of what's within. And I used some beautiful paper that I have from Tonic Studio for the buttons and bobbins. And I had gotten this, I think it was a freebie from scrapbook.com. It's specialty cardstock, and it's called Flanders Blue. It's A4 luxury card, and it's just this really textured, beautiful paper. So I thought that would be nice in this project. And then for the other papers, I used mostly this, hang on, paper pad I got from Michaels recently, and this is in their latest release. This is called the Azure Bliss, and it's all blues and whites and florals and just such a pretty pad. So that's what I used. In addition to this, I also used some AC cardstock in this pretty pale blue that's textured. That's for the construction of the box. And I used a couple pieces of this paper too. I was just looking for some blues in my stash, and I had this as well. So anyway, back to the project. So this is the extra little bobbin, and you can make this into a bobbin to wind trim on. You can make it into a pin cushion. So I just made it as a trim sampler kind of thing. So that comes from this die set, as well as a thimble I cut out of some matte metallic paper. The buttons I had, those are not actual buttons, they're paper buttons I cut out with different dies that I have. I don't have Erica's button set. I'm not sure if there's still one available on scrapdivadesigns.com, but I know she used to have a button die set. If there is, I'll try and find it. The scissors come from this die set as well, and so do the needles. I just kind of tuck them into the trim. I wound this really pretty thin ribbon around this bobbin, and I put it on with some removable tape so you could just pop it off and use that. This one's a real button, of course. And this is a fake button too. I used that same beautiful blue paper for this background die, which is just something else I had. And as you can see, the box is just so pretty with all the different layering pieces. And I've used this box a lot. If you don't have it, I would suggest picking it up. I'll link it down below, even though, of course, it's an older die set, but it's definitely one that would be nice to have. It's made to fit an A2 card, but you can put other things in here as well. So I'll just measure the box in case you're not familiar with it. So it's about 6 inches long by 4 3/4 inches wide, and then it is about 3/4 of an inch high. So great for your cards that have a lot of dimension to them, or whatever else that has a lot of dimension to them. Buttons and bobbins measures, including the shadow, it's about 4.5 inches by, let's see, highest to lowest is about 3 inches. So it's a really nice size. It's so easy to put together. This is all one piece, the buttons and bobbins. And as you can see, that stitching in the background, it just adds such a nice touch. And I did cut it out of some, just some plain white foam as well. Or did I use foam board? That's foam board, okay. So I used that as well to pop it up, and it just looks really cute, I thought. So buttons and bobbins gives a hint as to what's inside. So if you open it up, you'll see there are notches there. I made it just like a little sewing gift set. So I added some blue buttons, and these are I just had in my stash, and I found some blue ones and put them in a little plastic bag. I had this little measuring tape I included. It's not blue, but it does go with it. It's teal. And then I added a little needle threader here. I did glue it on, and I made this little card of different like washi samplers, and I used that same bobbin die from Scrap Diva, and just different washi tapes just to make like a little sampler to whoever I gift this to. This is a cut apart from that paper pad. And I mentioned in my haul that I used some new double-sided tape to adhere something in this project, and this is it. I got this from Walmart. It was like something kind of expensive, but it works pretty well. And I just put a little strip on the bottom of each bobbin, started here, and then just glued them, you know, one after the other. So these can easily come off of this little card. Underneath here I had this little needle and thread set that came from Hobby Lobby. I thought that was a nice little, you know, inclusion in here. And then here are some paper buttons that I cut out of different blues, and I thought it was, you know, it's nice to use paper buttons sometimes in your projects when you don't want to use real buttons. And it's got some paper layered there on the bottom too. So it's just a cute little box. I think it's a fun little gift. That's a needle threader. It came from Pioneer Woman. This one did too. I got like some Pioneer Woman sewing supplies a while back, and I figured they would just look nice in here. So it's a fun gift, and you know, I think it'll be nice to have for somebody who just needs like to organize their trims. So that's why I made that. Oh, and the scissors, I did some fussy cutting because it doesn't have a separate piece for the handle and the blade, but you could just cut it out twice of 2 different papers and then cut off the handle part and glue it on top, and then you have 2 different finishes for the scissors. I added a navy blue diamond dot as well, some threads on those buttons just to add a little more texture, and I think it's super cute. So there's that project. I have one more to show you, and that would be using mostly this die set, which is also new. This is called the Open Petal Flower. This one, I forgot to take it out of the plastic, sorry about that. This one comes with different dies for different size petals, but it's all on one plate, so it makes it really easy to cut out. There's 2 large, 3 medium, and 3 small. It comes with some flower centers too, which I still have some poked in there. I used wax paper in between the die and my paper to make it easier to pop out the little pieces, so that was a breeze popping them out. So I made a bunch of flowers. I did use these centers as well as some other things to put in the center. Let me show you what else I used for this project. I also used this die set, which is new, and this one's called the Flower Doily. It comes with all of these dies. Just so versatile to use these circles that have stitch trim, and it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different circles, and then the doily, you know, backing for it. Or you can use them separately together, whatever you want to do. And I also used the stamp set, which is new. and this is called the sewing stamps. I used the Handmade by. I'll show you how I use that. I've used some other ones in previous projects. These are photopolymer stamps. They're so versatile and so easy to use. I love photopolymer stamps. I think the flowers might be sold out now that I'm thinking about it, but I think you could be, you know, signed up to find out when they come back, if they do. I also used a couple of previous release die sets. I used this one, which is the Love Bundle nesting set. I needed an oval, so I used the one from here. And then I used this one as well, which is the Wanted Poster nesting set. And I like to use these for bag toppers, and I'll show you how I use that. I will link the older die sets down below as well. Just wanted to show you what I used. So I made something else to gift, and this is just I think a fun way to gift some flowers that you made. So this is how I'm presenting it, and see, I used that doily in the background, and that's the second biggest one, I believe. The circle I cut out of some wrapping paper that I picked up at Home Goods recently, and it's just really nice because it's kind of shiny a little bit. So I used some removable glue dots for all the flowers, but this way, you know, it definitely won't stick because the paper's a little bit shiny. And I'll show you the flowers in a second, but here's that bag topper that I made. I didn't glue it on yet, I just folded it over. So I used one of the, I think the second biggest wanted posters, and just folded it in the middle, and you know, it makes a little bag topper. There's that oval that I used, and I stamped out Handmade by. I heat embossed it with some like silver embossing powder from Sizzix. It's silver, but it has some other colors in it, you can see there. And then that's one of the flowers that I made. I find when you make these out of like pearlized paper or shimmer paper, they look super nice. I did a little bit of flower shaping as well. You can see I used the flower center, but then I used some flatback gems, flatback pearls that I picked up from Hobby Lobby recently for the center. And this one uses, let's see, a small one of the dies, and I think 2 mediums on this one. So you can mix and match. Yeah, I didn't use a bigger one for this one. Let me show you these flowers. So this is one of the bigger ones. These two have using one of the bigger ones as well. For this one here, this blue one, I used 2 big ones and 1 medium one. This one I used a big, a medium, and a small, and you know, 2 smalls there. So like I said, you can combine them any way you want. For the yellow ones, I used some just regular yellow cardstock, and I don't like them as much as the shimmer paper. They just, I don't know. I did try to shine them up a little bit. I added some white glue and then some glitter on the petals. So I think it looks okay, but it looks a little drab to me. Maybe it's just the color yellow I used, but the blues and pinks I think look so much better. So they all have flatback pearls in the center, as well as with the flower center that comes with the die. So let me measure a couple of these for you, just to give you an idea. Like if you use the biggest one, no, I did do a little flower shaping, so they're bent a little bit, but it's just about 2 inches. It's probably 2 inches flat, side to side. And then if you use just like the smaller ones, it would be about 1.25 inches. So, you know, very versatile. Use them however you want. You know, you can just make small ones, big ones, use as many layers as you want to. I tend to not go too crazy with the layers, but I think these came out really pretty. And I think flowers are a great gift because personally, me making flowers, it's not my favorite thing to do just because it takes a lot of time, for me anyway, to do each flower. So when I get flowers for a gift, I'm really appreciative. So I hope other people will be too, because this is definitely going in a gift. So, and then this one here just kind of indicates what's in the gift, and they can use that one as well. So, and I intend to sign that with my name, of course. And it's a quick little bag topper. So that is it for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed these projects. I'll link all the dies I used down below. My referral link is there. As always, with my coupon code, Strawberry Cream, save yourself 10%. And if you have any questions, please leave me a comment. And please thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I'd really love to have you here on my channel. So that's it for now. Thanks again for watching, and have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.